7 on YouTube so that you can make notes as well if you haven't. Okay, Alex, over to you.
Okay, so I would reiterate the point that do not allow kids to play with matches, lighters, and candles in the home.
Okay.
Do not forget to turn off the gas or electricity supply to your cooking immediately after use. As you mentioned, the electricity. So if you are resorting to electricity, if you are resorting to gas, do not forget to turn it off when after cooking. It's advisable to store your gas cylinders outside the kitchen, preferably in an open area.
Okay.
That's also another very important point. Do not use petrol to light or revive a fire inside. Do not use petrol to light or revive a fire inside. Also, do not refuel your heaters or stove, near possible fire sources. Again, do not stock large quantities of flammable liquids in the house. Flammable liquids could be petrol that people are storing because of their generator or their plants. Do not store such large quantities of flammable liquids in the house, be it kerosene, be it petrol, be it diesel. Do not store large quantities in your house. Do not overload your plug sockets with too many electrical attachments. Do not, we find people replacing their fuse wire with nails, hairpins, and other things. Do not do that. It's not advisable. Again, switch off all electrical appliances such as wireless and television sets, cookers, pressing irons, electric kettles. These are also one of the leading causes of fires in the homes. Do not allow amateur electricians to interfere with the electrical installation. Always make sure that you employ the services of qualified electricians to work on the electrical system, and then every 5 years carry out an electrical audit in your homes to be sure that the electrical systems are fully functional, and catching up with the modern trends, because one thing that I would like to add is that if you are driving through town, you see some very old houses, and you see a lot of air conditions fitted on these houses. It's very dangerous because maybe at the time these houses were built, air conditions were not a thing.
Part of the plan.
Exactly. So the kind of wires that were used were not meant to withstand heavy load like that. So when with the advancement of things, if you say that things are advancing, so you're using air condition, ask yourself if the wires are able to withstand the wires are able to withstand such load.
Yeah.
So again, want children to keep off electrical gadgets. Do not permit naked wires or cables in your home. Change all broken switches in your home. They can kill you. When wiring a new house, let only a qualified electrician do it. In doubt, ask him to show you his registration certificate issued by the Energy Commission.
Great.
Just to be sure. Again, your fridge can also be dangerous, so have its electrical wiring and plug checked regularly.
Okay.
The fridge wiring. Always switch off appliances from the wall sockets and remove the plug after use. Again, as a precaution, do not lean against or hold an electric pole or any stray wire, under any circumstance. So I have a lot, but I'll end it here.
Okay, great. Alex, we are not ending it. We will have conversations after here because the questions are a lot to find out if probably you are available, and we have to make you gear up again and see if we can maybe dedicate next week to answering a lot of questions on people's minds, because I think a lot of people are living dangerously when it comes to fires, so you want to find out if we are doing the right thing. Most likely next week. But that will be after here. We'll have the conversation if you're available. Otherwise, we can do it some other time when you're available. But we'll compile the questions, put them down. And I think that people have loved our conversation today. After this, we'll move to other safety things that we can do. If you're in your house right now and somebody collapses around you, do you even know what to do? So we are going to be having all those conversations to equip ourselves to be able to support ourselves, our families, and all that. So Alex, I'd like to say a very big big thank you to you for coming. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'll get back to we'll be wrapping up on the show very soon. But I have Whitney Boache Mensa on the line. Hi, Whitney, I'm getting a lot of feedback from you. So if you can position yourself well, we will have this conversation really quick. So Whitney is doing something very, very great. If you watched 40 Weeks and More, which is coming up again this evening at 5 p.m., Whitney was our very first guest on the show. Remember that sister that, had to deal with about 7 miscarriages and 2 stillbirths before God blessed her. Yes, she turned that into, something really positive, and she mentioned it on the show. She has a whole community she calls My Dear Sisters Keeper GH, and she's been doing something amazing over the years. She has one coming up next week, Saturday, and we're shedding light on it. Hi. Hello, Whitney.
Hi, Edem.
Hi, I'm still getting a lot.
Funny enough, my videos and everything are off here.
Daniela, can you give me a bit of support? I don't know what's happening in here right now, but whilst I wait to talk to Whitney, because what we want to talk about is really very important. It will help you. You might need to tell somebody about it. Now, once again, we have some good news for you if you're planning your bathroom renovation this Valentine's season. Kimo Home is giving you more reason to fall in love with your space. And that's from the 13th to the 15th of February. You can enjoy a massive 14% discount on selected sanitary wares, plus incredible deals you don't want to miss. So go on and upgrade your bathroom with quality, style, and expertise only at Kim Home. Visit their showroom on the Spenters Road near Manette Junction now. Remember, it ends today, 15th, so you want to take advantage of it and get it done. Okay, Whitney, let's try to do this. Whitney, can you hear me?
Hi, Edem.
Okay, great. So let's talk about My Dear Sisters Keeper GH.
As our own official patron, good morning once again to you and your listeners. So next week, Saturday, 22nd of February, we have our 7th edition of the Walk-in Clinic. And it's an absolutely free walk-in clinic for women and couples who are dealing with the stigma of infertility, miscarriages, stillbirth, PCOS, fibroids, everything that has to do with any subject in that area. So what we do for the past 7 years is that our specialists will set up a clinic like they do in the hospital and attend to everybody. And it's absolutely free. The bonus is when they are done with you and you need further tests in the hospital, scans and all that, you have one free in-hospital check as well. Then you can decide on what procedure to follow. We have our adoption agencies that's also going to be around, because we had a section on that, and a lot of people said that they've been in the system for so long, they don't know where to start from and all that. So they'll be there to answer every question. We have our psychologists counselors, and everybody there. Saturday, 22nd February from 9 a.m. at Airport West Hotel. And it's absolutely free.
I like the bit about it being absolutely free. So who can come in? Who is it open to?
So we have, for our fertility top-notch specialists, we have Dr. Gordon Ator, Dr. Edu from the Chosen Hospital. They are going to be in attendance. These are doctors who have been in this trade for a very long time. We have Dr. William Twa, psychologist. And then, because we realized that a lot of people have no belief in our adoption system, the director of social welfare will be there. Because we realize that a lot of people say they get into the system and it gets stuck there. She will be there to answer all the questions. One of the adoption agencies that has been certified by the state will also be there. Now, a lot of women came last year from outside the regions and had to wait for a long time. So this year, what we are doing is we are starting at 9, and until the last patient will be taken care of, nobody's leaving the place.
Wow.
We're also fortunate that this year, one of the people who last year passed by to volunteer realized that, you know how Airport West is? People kept asking, oh, where can I get food? Where can I get water? So this year, she volunteered that for everybody that is coming in, you get a free warm meal.
Hey. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Look, God will bless what you're doing. Can you give us a contact so that, people who would want to learn more about this before setting off can actually call you and then get the information?
Okay, so there are two numbers.
Okay.
0244 515 308.
Okay.
0244 515 308 and 020 241 5361. 020 241 5361.
Great. Thank you very much, Whitney. So this is happening next week, Saturday, 22nd,
Yes.
from 9 a.m. Airport West Hotel, right?
Yes.
Great. And the numbers to call again will be
244
Mm-hmm.
515
Mm-hmm.
308
Okay.
and 020 241 5361. And it is absolutely free.
Great. We should make time to have a whole conversation on this community that you're championing to support.
Definitely.
women
And thank
who
you
are
so
looking
much
for the
to
fruits of the
Multimedia
womb.
for always coming.